Hare Krishna. For self-improvement, go beyond self-criticism and self-congratulation to self-realization. We all want to improve ourselves, do better in whatever we are doing in our lives. Now, there are two distinct approaches to how we can improve ourselves. One is the approach of self-criticism, where people say that we should be very hard on ourselves. Every time we make any mistakes, we should be unforgiving, unrelenting. And by being stern and hard on ourselves, we will become toughened, we will become cautious, and then we will not commit mistakes. We will be careful, and thus we will improve. But the problem with such self-criticism is that we can become it can become very discouraging for ourselves. Because anytime we commit a mistake, we come down hard on ourselves. And to err is human. We all will commit mistakes. So it can become very discouraging and exhausting to live constantly under a self-critical eye. And there are other people who say that actually we should, if you want to improve, we should focus not on self-criticism but on self-congratulation. That means they say our inside is like a child, and the child needs to be coddled, child needs to be cuddled, child needs to be cared. So similarly, we should be kind to ourselves, gentle to ourselves, and if we do anything good, we should praise ourselves, congratulate ourselves, and in that way we will help our whatever talent is there inside us to grow. Now, the problem with such a approach is that in self-congratulation, we end up with self-stagnation. We think that I am so good that we don't put in much effort to improve ourselves, and we stay stuck wherever we are, stagnating. Now, the approach of Gita wisdom to self-improvement avoids both these extremes of self-criticism and self-congratulation. Neither self-criticism nor self-congratulation. In between, it focuses on self-realization. Self-realization means that we can grow when we understand who we are. The Bhagavad-gita in the 15th chapter, 7th verse states, Mamaivaamsho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha manah shasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. So it says Mamaivaamsho jiva loke, that all living beings are my parts. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha, they are eternally my parts. So what this means is, because we are parts of God, we are godly. So there are positive qualities within us. As parts of God, there is enormous spiritual potential latent within us. And that potential becomes unleashed when we realize our spiritual identity. And as we progress towards understanding our spiritual identity by practicing yoga, especially bhakti yoga, such practice gives us contact with Krishna, and that contact with Krishna gives us inner security. And with that inner security, we can actually evaluate ourselves objectively, understanding what are our strengths, what are limitations, and how we can develop our strengths and how we can live with our limitations. And then we can realistically move towards self-improvement based on an understanding of who we are spiritually and what all we have been gifted with materially. So by this security, inner security that comes from understanding our spiritual identity and realizing our relationship with Krishna, we can march ahead on the path of self-improvement towards self-actualization, developing our potentials and contributing constructively in life. Thank you. Hare Krishna.